Hey friends, so I am going to be really honest with you. I do not have a fashion video for you this week. You want to know why? Because I literally did not have it in me. I've just been in this mental rut. And it's amazing to me how it really does affect our mood as far as what we put on our bodies that day, what we decide to get dressed in. If we decide to just throw our hair up in a ponytail and do nothing else, if we decide to put makeup on or nothing at all. But I thought to myself, you know what? I can't be alone in this. I am betting a lot of you have been in the same space before. So grab your coffee, sit down with me, because I think this topic is going to hit home for a lot of you. So this is a hard video for me to make because I need to be pretty vulnerable and put myself out there and sharing my own experience in hopes that someone watching out there is not going to feel alone in where they are. I think we all tend to have times where maybe you are just feeling burnt out on whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you just feel exhausted and run down. Maybe you are in a little bout and feeling depressed at the moment. You know, I would love to say that we could just all be happy all the time. But in real life, that is not the case, okay? For me personally, I have lots of times where I feel very happy and things are going well. But I have other times too where it stinks to be in this kind of spot where you don't care. You find yourself getting up. I will go to my closet, stand in front of my closet looking, going like, let me just put on a t-shirt and sweatpants or shorts, depending on the weather. Literally, that's all I want to do. I don't have the energy or desire to go on and put on a cute little outfit. I don't have a desire to do my hair, put on a lot of makeup. And I know that a lot of you feel the same way sometimes. And like I said, when I get into these funky moods, it really does have me think about how mood really does affect what we put on. Like those days where you just feel tired, right? You just feel like not real motivated. What do you want to pull for out of your closet? For me, it is like a warm, cozy, cuddle in my lounge outfit and sit on the couch. If I'm feeling like really spunky, out comes the color. So all to say that our mood really does affect what we're wearing and how we're presenting ourselves every day. And the mood extends into like the past, I don't know, a few weeks at least for me. I haven't felt like picking up my camera to film. I haven't felt like planning out videos. I will sit around a lot, drink my coffee, just basically staring at the walls, thinking. I have picked up my Bible more, which that is a good thing. And so I've been spending time in prayer about, hey, how do I get myself out of this mental rut? And we could talk about all the things, all the reasons why you could be in this state right now. Especially for us women over 50, there's a lot of life changes that go on. The kids leave, they're off to college, maybe they're off on their own now and have their own families. You retire, you move to a new location, your husband retires, and now he's home all the time. There's a lot of moving parts going along at this part of life, not to mention throw the cherry on top of going through menopause and having a lot of different feelings pop up that weren't maybe there before, good or bad. And so that's putting a monkey wrench in your whole world, you know? And your routine just shifts. And you're in the space of figuring out, what do I do? Like, where do I go from here? So, what can you do? What can I do when we're in the situation and we really just literally are feeling like we just don't care? I was trying to think to myself, like, what are the things that in the past have helped me get out of this situation? What can I try to apply? What can I share with you that might help you if you are in the same rut right now? Maybe you're just exhausted and you just need to allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to take that nap. I'm a person, unless I am dog sick, okay, I am not taking a nap. And it's just because of how I grew up, and like just sitting around not doing much was not looked upon as a great thing, okay? You know, you needed to be productive and busy. And even as a teenager, you're not sleeping in, get up, let's get moving, you know? So I have that in my mind, in the back of my mind, every time I'm think, oh, maybe I'll just take, no, you cannot do that because the thoughts are going to start coming. No, you got to be productive. Turn those thoughts off. Okay, I'm talking to myself too, and get rest. Set a timer on your phone, you know, so that it's not all day long, but you feel like you've gotten yourself a little bit of rest. So my main point here is, don't focus on what's the one big thing that can get me out of this. Focus on small little nuggets that you can add to your day that will bring you those little bits of joy, okay? What makes you happy? Is it sitting down in the afternoon and maybe having a second cup of tea or coffee and just having that warm thing to sip on? Is it allowing yourself to sit in the middle of your day and read a book? Is it opening up your Bible and spending just a little bit of time with God? Sometimes, even for me, this is really interesting because I do not like to cook, okay? Cooking dinner, like, to think about it is just not fun times for me, okay? But making a big old crock pot or big old pot of soup, something about making soup, the steps, the letting it simmer, the next thing that I'm getting ready to go in it. I can't even explain it, but it is like therapy for me. Just having that warm bowl of soup in the end of this time that I've taken to create that, I don't know what it is, but I'll make soup all day long. Dinner? Eh. So find what works for you. Find those little things. Call one of your kids, just have a brief conversation with a friend, with one of your kids, something to lighten your mood. This is a funny story. So I'm trying to keep myself walking every day because I know it's good to get out in nature. That is another thing. Get yourself outside. Even if it's still colder where you are, go outside for 5-10 minutes and just inhale those smells, right? From outside, those good nature smells. Listen to the wind blowing, the little critters, maybe the birds are out right now where you are. That really helps me too. So getting out for my walks in the morning is fantastic. And so a couple of days ago, I was in a mood where I was just like, you know what? I just want to go out. I just want to walk, and I don't want, a lot of people around. Like, you get in those moods, right? Where you're just like, no. So I'm out walking, and I said a little prayer, and I'm like, okay, Lord, I clearly am not in a good mood. I just prayed for him to bring into my day whatever he felt I needed. And boy, is he funny, okay? Because I'm out walking and he puts people in my path that want to talk. And I'm sitting here going, okay. But after each person that I talked to along my walking path, I felt a little bit better. And I thought, okay, you knew what I needed. Even though I said to myself, like, I don't feel like talking to anybody today, He was like, no, yeah, you're going to talk to people because that I know that's what's going to make you feel better. So it's just interesting how God works in your life. When you ask him things, oh, he's going to bring it. As far as the clothes situation and not wanting to get dressed, what you shouldn't do is go into your closet and keep putting on grays and black and just blah and sweats and t-shirts, right? We should strive to do a little bit better, even if we're not feeling like it, because that is good for us mentally to push ourselves past how we feel and do something that could uplift our mood just a little bit more. With all of this said, I have a little challenge for you. So let's say tomorrow, okay? Give yourself today and then tomorrow. My challenge is to go into your closet and put something on that makes you feel good, that gives you that little boost of energy. And hopefully that'll just give you a little bit of a nudge in the right direction to then say, okay, what's the next thing I'm going to do to add joy into my day? What little thing am I going to add next? And the more that we can keep doing that, keep adding those things into your day, start small, and then keep adding some more things in as you think about them. And that I feel can really help get out of these stinky situations and put us on the right path again. Be kind to yourselves and let me know what you all decide to do down in the comment section. I'll see you soon, my friends.